what do you think I should do? Should I do this? Should I do that? Is this familiar to you? Where you are polling people or collecting opinions before you make a decision? Maybe you have your go-to people that you always ask what you should do. If that is you, you are not alone, and it is not even your fault. Do you know why? Because we were never taught on how to make decisions. Decisions. So when we look at the habits of successful people like Oprah, Steve Jobs, Michael Jordan, you will find that they make decisions quickly. They don't linger in indecision, in that uncomfortable push and pull state. In fact, this is one thing that I tell all of my clients. If you want to starve fear, then do not add time to your decisions. Make them quickly. The ability to make decisions for ourselves is indicative of how we feel about ourselves, our self-esteem, our self-image. In fact, get this, it will actually increase your confidence when you create a habit of making decisions quickly. And this is in all areas of our lives. You know, I was working with this couple once, and they were really in this dynamic that was not working for them. The wife made all the decisions, and the husband would run everything by her. And most of them, honestly, were little things. They were inconsequential, and they were really frustrated with this cycle. So in our session, we laid out a plan of action. He wouldn't run things by her anymore. She would give him space to make decisions. And this was important, she would refrain from commenting or giving her opinion on the choices that he made. So we made decisions in our session that he would not run things by her, and she would give him space to make decisions. It took some getting used to, and it wasn't always comfortable, but in the end, they were able to build a healthier relationship. Honestly, I actually think that one strategy was really responsible for changing the trajectory of their relationship to a much healthier place. Looking back, you know, this was one of the big things that turned him around. And that's why I say this. So imagine how it would have changed him. He built the confidence within himself and his ability to make decisions. She was able to let go and allow him to be the partner that she always wanted. Another place that indecision wreaks havoc is when you spend too much time researching your decisions. Come on. I know. Oh, let me just research it. Gotta now look at reviews. What are the ratings? Now I've got to compare. Let me phone that friend. I've heard this from my clients so many times, but here's what ends up happening is that it just kind of perpetuates this cycle that you feel like you don't have enough information to make the decision. And all of that research does is it reinforces uncertainty. You're now stuck in a phase of getting your ducks in a row. I mean, I don't know. It's like you're getting your ducks in a row, and then there's more ducks, and then there's more ducks. Like these ducks, they just keep growing. There's just more ducks growing until you abandon the idea altogether. And for those that feel they don't know enough, and they're always in the space of gathering knowledge, this is a paradigm that they have. With the current technology too, think about it. Oh my gosh, the rabbit hole that you can go into just typing something into your search engine, and then you've got to check all the platforms. So you're going to Google it, and then you'll go to Instagram and check the hashtags that have to do with it, and then TikTok and Facebook. Okay, I think I've made my point. Now, some of you may be thinking, Hina, are you asking us to be reckless just to say yes to things and not do some research? And the answer is, of course not. However, I am asking you to also give yourself some credit. Tap into your intuition. You know, and this can happen even if you have to order something at a restaurant, or what job you should take, or in this investment opportunity. Listen, you're not always going to get it right. But here's the thing. you can also never get it wrong. Yeah, I could hear that. I could hear that through this YouTube. I could hear you saying, what? What do you mean I could never get it wrong? Here's what I believe, that even in the decisions that didn't work out, I learned and I grew. So I reframed failure. I saw the result as the environment giving me feedback, which I could then learn from. I didn't see it as a character flaw or as my own personal shortcoming. The truth is, you are not going to have all your ducks in a row necessarily. And you also won't have every single bit of information that is going to make you confident in making the decision. This is so beautifully illustrated with the story of the first person going to the moon. So John F. Kennedy asked Wernher von Braun, who's an aerospace engineer, what would it take to send someone to the moon? Wernher von Braun says, the will to do it. He does not say, we need to build this kind of rocket ship, we need this kind of technology, these are all the things we need, and these are the people that we need. He says, the will to do it. And so John F. Kennedy, in that moment, made the decision that they were going to send somebody to the moon. After he made the decision, all the resources, everything that they needed, the technology was created. But that could not happen until the decision was made. This is why the habit of decision-making is so important. But in order to tap into it, you've got to go beyond your five senses. You've got to go beyond what you see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. It is so much about connecting with your intuition, because your intuition has a vantage point. It has a broader, more expansive view. So if you want to start to build your decision muscle, start with small things. Like when you're at the grocery store, deciding over red or green apples, or making plans with a friend, even what you want to wear. Just limit the amount of time that you spend going back and forth. And if you find yourself wanting to ask others what to do, just pause. Just pause. That's all I ask. Just pause and check in with your gut and say, what would I want to do? I want to thank you for making the decision to watch this YouTube video. And if you liked it, please hit like and subscribe, and I will see you here next time.